Hello there, my name is Lisa and today I am working with, or I'm going to be working with some Echo Park papers that I've been sent by papermaze.co.uk. It's a little bit hacked as I have already used this, but I had an idea for a page that I would like to do with quite a bit of fussy cutting. I thought about cutting out all these little tickets and sticking them down on a page to create my next Disney scrapbook page. This is my Disney album. As I filmed this, we are just a few weeks away from going away. So I've been trying to think of what I want to scrapbook, and I thought I've done quite a lot. This trip was back in August, September time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the album today. I need some inspiration for that page, and I found in the past by grabbing an old scrapbook album, flicking through, seeing what I like and don't like, not necessarily don't like, but what my favourite parts are in my pages, what really stand out to me, and giving me some inspiration for my new page by doing it that way. And I also get to go through my album and see what I still need to scrapbook, or maybe try and remember some stories or photos that I've taken that I haven't scrapbooked, and that will also help me knowing what to scrapbook next. All my scrapbook albums are these D-ring albums. I absolutely love these. This one in particular is from American Crafts. Paper Maze do sell these, so I will link them up below, and that's where I bought all of mine from. And the great thing is with these, you just slot the pages into the top. They're plastic wallets, so you put one each side, so that's two for each pocket, and you can add refillables. And Paper Maze also sell those. But the great thing is it's so easy to organize your pages. I've just been going through mine. I had a whole load that I needed to file, and it's just so easy because you can just go to a certain page and undo and take out, and it's just so much easier to keep your pages in order. So let's have a quick look through, and I'll shout out things that jump out to me, little techniques and things of maybe what I want to do on my next page. I find this is a really good way when you're stumped for inspiration to pick you back up. This page here, this is my first page of the album, and I used a stencil, a really old stencil with some watercolours, and I really like that effect because it's not neat and tidy and it kind of runs into each other. So I might actually grab the watercolours and a stencil maybe for my next page. Taken one on the plane there. More paints here, and this was actually using a stamp with pen over the top. I do really like the sewing on this page, and I'm a big fan of sewing, so I might actually add some sewing. I think I'm going to grab a pen and paper and actually write down some of my favourite things I've done so that I actually can see them when I'm working on the next page. Watercolours with stencil and sewing. I quite like the white space on this one. I like the white space again with the paint, and there's some nice vellum as well. I was quite happy with this one. I do like the circles here with the white paint over the top. I might make a note of that. That one was Aid's birthday. Quite like the journaling over to one side. This one that I made, I've actually cut squares out of the plastic wallet, and I made little mini books with photos and journaling in each one. I've actually got the video of how I made this, so I'll link that one up below, as this was really fun to make. So I haven't actually got huge amounts in here, considering obviously we took a nearly month trip, but I have actually been documenting stories in my traveller's notebook as well. But I would like to do some more pages. I thought I had a Mickey Mouse page. I don't have a Mickey Mouse page. Maybe I need one of those. and that would go really well. I've got my Disney Traveler's Notebook here actually. Let me see if I've got, because I don't want to duplicate my pages, and this one's more kind of about the stories. I really thought I had one when we met Mickey Mouse. That was on Aid's birthday. Maybe we haven't. No. So I think I need to do a Mickey Mouse page. So I'm going to be printing off Mickey Mouse, and I'm going to set work on this next 12 by 12 page. I've chosen my photo that's printing off, and I've cut down some white 12 by 12 cardstock, and I've attached it to some red 12 by 12 cardstock. So I've got the frame, and now I'm going to continue with a load of fussy cutting and cut out a load of these little tags. So I've got my photo that matches quite nicely. That was when this was actually meeting talking Mickey Mouse. He talks. He's just by the theatre as you enter Magic Kingdom over on the right, and it was Aid's birthday and we thought it would be really fun. I made a surprise fast pass and we met up with talking Mickey Mouse. Now I've cut out a load of these. Some of them are going to be more important than others. Obviously we don't use the word vacation, so that one I'm quite happy to put paint over, but I want to work it around to like have the pieces going over. So, and then I'm going to put the paint over. So I want to work it that some bits are showing and some aren't. Meet the Mouse, that one is quite vital. I quite like the Say Cheese. I'm going to then almost jigsaw it together and have some bits showing and some not. So I think that's it, and then I've got a couple of little spaces and I might add some hearts. I am going to photograph this so I can see exactly how everything is laid out, and I'm going to stick it all in place. So everything is now stuck in place. Now I may regret this, but I still want to go over with the white. I've decided not to do the white acrylic paint because that's that bit thicker. Instead, I'm going to be using some gesso. This is like sort of like a base, a primer. It's like a thinner white paint. I've grabbed my pot and it's actually gone off. It stinks, and it's got like this brown film on top. I'm not going to show you because it's revolting, but I've dug deep and I've got some gesso from underneath. I think I need to buy some more. Now what I'm hoping is that when I smear this across, I'm not going to block out the wording, as I really do like the words on here. So wish me luck. Sometimes you've just got to play, haven't you? Let's have a look. Actually, it's doing exactly what I'd hoped, kind of like an aging effect. Let's, dig some more. Make sure there's no mouldy bits on there. And there we go. I always forget that paint goes off. Usually my paint dries out rather than goes off. So I've got a little bit of previous colour paint there. That's fine. I'm quite happy with that. Almost gives it a bit of an aged effect, doesn't it? Let's grab a little bit more. Yeah, I'm really happy with this actually, because you can still see the wording through. So I'm going to try and show you this before I wash my hands. Can you see that? The way you've got the... I might actually wipe some of that Say Cheese off. And that's the good thing actually. If you do want to take off a little bit more, you can, like I have done there. And Meet the Mouse, and I'm all ears. Anything else? No, I think the rest are good actually. So if you can have a look, it's kind of just muted it, but I really like that effect. I need to wash my hands as they're a bit sticky, and I'm going to blast the heat gun over the page. And there's the page with the photo added. I'm really pleased with that actually, because it just kind of adds a whole new look to the page by adding the gesso over the top. I'm not going to add a title to this page, as I feel these all act as little mini titles, but I would like to add a little bit of journaling. So I'm going to take my ruler and my black pen, and I'm almost going to fill in the gaps here. I don't know quite what yet that I'm journaling. I don't tend to plan out my journaling, but I've always got a lot to say, so I never struggle to fill my journal gaps. And if anything, quite often I end up needing to add more. So I'm going to do that. Add a few down here. Like I said, this day was Aid's birthday. One that needs documenting. There we go. I'm just going to let the pen dry off. I do have a video of when we met Mickey Mouse on Aid's birthday. If you love Disney as well, I'll leave that link below. It was such a fun day. We started off our day, we were staying at the beach club, and we started off with just wandering around the worlds in Epcot and having picky bits, breakfast, and just little snacks, and then we had relaxation time in the beach club pool, and then we headed over to Ohana for dinner early evening, and then finished up the evening with Magic Kingdom, watching the fireworks and meeting Mickey. It was such a special day, so I will link that up below for you so you can have a little nose. But I think it's time for journaling. As I said, I always find a lot to talk about. I've actually I've ended up adding lots of extra journal lines. I've kind of fitted some in little places as well. I've done them down the sides, kind of like made it hickledy-pickledy to fit in with the tickets. So I'm really pleased with that. That's my page, I'm done. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I hope you enjoyed having a flick through my album and watching me make this page. I would love to know, how do you store your scrapbook pages? Do you only do 12 by 12s? Do you do smaller pages? Do you prefer pocket pages? I just love those D-ring albums, those American Crafts D-ring albums. For me, they are perfect for my scrapbooking. So please leave me a comment below and let me know how you keep your pages. So thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you love Disney and if you love scrapbooking, and I will see you very soon. Bye!